Hey everyone, welcome to dmetalgalaxy YouTube channel where we bring reviews, dmetal news, interviews, live gigs and much more into your living room. Subscribe and like as we have regularly new content. And this time we are going to talk about our third Dutch adventure and the last one, Brainstorm Fest. Thank you so much, Alterium, for inviting us over and doing a coverage. But as well, special thanks to the organization for helping us up to set up. And as well, special thanks to all the bands who took their time to have an interview. Special thanks for your labels, Napalm Records, Ephemeral Records and Raining Phonic Music for arranging and setting up interviews. So thank you so much all. And for the viewers, grab your booze as we are going to review the 2 days of this festival. Let's kick off with the first day. The first day was actually not entirely a festival day as it happened much more in the evening, but I think it's great because you go off to work and you enjoy for a whole evening night, and it's great to combine with your job. And there was a lot of actually bands on the night, like 4 to 5, 6, like really impressive program with SAOR headlining. And yeah, let's kick off first with how we went there. So the location was interesting. It was in the city center in Apeldoorn. I think it's great. For me, I'm Dutch, but for those who are not Dutch, it's a great way to explore the city or even to eat, dine out and so on. So it offers like a dynamic not many festivals have. And then when you enter the festival and you go through like a belt stand where somebody's selling wooden is selling like belts and other metal things, and I really love it because it brings you into the atmosphere. And then you go through the merc basically of each band that plays on the night, and this is as well where the meet and greet is happening. So it's either for those who arrive late, for example, they can immediately meet a headliner there. And yeah, picking up like a press pass was so easy, so efficient, like they were really well organized on day one. And when you enter, you have at the right side the pub, which is nice, especially for us Irish people. You can go to a gig and enjoy the pub at the same time. You don't need to compromise your evening here, as at the left stage you had the main stage, and you had actually a theater, which I will explain in a bit. So it was really nice. And as well, one thing I noticed at the festival is that everything was so cheap, like affordable. The beer wasn't like that expensive. The food, it was really great prices for a festival. So it really kicked off greatly. And it even was better when we had a very unique experience with Ephemeral, which we came across thanks to our coverage with SAOR, as we discovered that Ella is in this band as well. So we were like, let's check it out. And it was super nice, as it was not happening at the stage, but at the theater where beautiful music was playing alongside a backdrop, and you can see our channel what the band entails. But in short, it was kind of a different folk, as it wasn't death metal, but it wasn't as well too soft, something in between, and I really loved it. And as well, their set on the night, like Ella had a very prominent role with her tin whistles, with her voice. Then there was like a piano element, then there was like a cello element, then there was a drum element. So each time, each song, basically the musicians differentiated who was taking the lead role, which instrument was much more focused on, and so on. And it was super nice. Well, I think the sitting in a theater worked because it's much more intimate but as well, it offers like a different kind of atmosphere, vibe, and changing your mindset. I think it's good because it makes it memorable, and it's a very great band, Ephemeral, and I believe it really works with this setup of the festival because it's rock and metal with, I think, a focus on prog and power, so something else. I think it's great, especially it aligned with the headliner on that day, which was SAOR. And SAOR was amazing. Like, it was actually, to be honest, a band we had for so long on our bucket list since Kaltebach, which we couldn't unfortunately cover due to our busy schedule. But here we had time, and what a band! As there is no other band that plays Scottish folk as they do, and we have spoke lengthy about it in the interview, checked out what it entails. But yeah, on the night I felt they offer a folk that's different than Elevate, it's different than Alec Arthur, it's a total whole new genre. And I believe Andy is a great like leader of the band, like a great musician that can put something unique together, but each musician like contributed on the night to make the music excellent, to make the experience really well done. And I would say Ella is really golden here because with her tin whistles, she really nicely aligned with the guys and she greatly plays. It's such a great to see. Let's go to day 2 as we have a lot of bands to review. Yeah, day 2 was a great one as well. We had to catch up with bands we already introduced, Virtual Symmetry, Alterium, Evergrey. Check them out and check our previous coverage as we have spoken lengthy about what we think about this band, if we are fans or not. So in this very recap review on Brainstorm Fest day 2, I will just talk about experimenting them on this very day. So let's kick off with Virtual Symmetry. Virtual Symmetry with a new album, Wheels of Elimination. I think they have a masterpiece here, and it's super interesting to have had a catch up with Marco, as Marco told us that in this very band he can experience more, challenge himself and explore a different side of his voice as it's more prog. And I definitely agree, it's super interesting what he does with his voice. But according to me, to his first experience, he is much more playing with his voice in this very album. And it seems as well that the other guys are much more in the top elements. It's so insane to see Alessandro with the guitar close. But Ruben is great on keyboards as well, the drummer, everyone is in their element. And in a way, they really greatly engage with the crowd, coming close, doing some fun faces, and so on. And also the new songs, Canvas of Soul, they really rock. They're great to interact. Like, they have this kind of interaction because it's not only words, it's with your hands waving and so on. And I believe they were always a great band, but they seem to have been matured as well, what we spoke in the interview. And it might be that they toured with Evergrey, took some of the ideas over it, because some of the members are new to the band, like not for so long. So I believe in a way, a Virtual Symmetry, like I think they've become more experienced musicians, but I think as well the influence on doing tours, on making more and more music, I think it contributed, and I really recommend you, the viewers, to check out Wheels of Elimination and go to their show when they play, as it's a whole new top next level. And speaking about top next level, another band was so great was Alterium. They were already great actually, but today they were in their top form. And the very reason I would say is that they are much more comfortable as being a band and having also their first album out, War of Flames, and working on the second one. And it feels that they have found their flow and improvise a lot. But you saw there was so much interaction between the band members, the crowd, and so on. It was insane if we compare it to a second one. And with this, I'm super excited to see their next show, as they will definitely be one band to watch out, and they will offer a really unique experience. So check the videos out, check the pictures out to see what crowd engagement they offer in comparison to the first time we saw them, and support them as well, especially when they launched their new album. And another band we saw was Theocracy, which was an interesting one as they're a Christian metal band according to pages. However, they are like a power metal band, I would say, with a twist. And I really like the crowd engagement, the way they sound. They have this American vibe, but at the same time they're soap or metal. And yeah, it's a very great band to check out, and really interesting how band is founded, what they make, and so on. Check the interview out we had with them. And definitely we are super excited to see once again Theocracy or on Epic Fest in April, as it's one hell of a band. The bands we saw on this day, we had the pleasure to attend 2 drum clinics. One drum clinic was the Tin Whistles, Ella from SAOR and Ephemeral, and it was super interesting because I never thought that tin whistles are so limited that you need to switch, that they don't have the alt octaves it's needed. And I really loved how she explained, tried to make it simple by comparing it with a guitar, playing some music and answering questions, and that was really great. And another one we had was the drum clinic of Dario. And I really loved the drum clinic because I didn't know that there was so much technique, so much to drumming. And I really loved how Dario explained everything. And it's super great for Brainstorm Festival to organize these clinics, as you are not only for the music, you can as well learn something about the bands that you listen to. You can immerse it, but as well, if you want to go to music, clinics, I think, are the best way to gauge your interest, to learn more, and so on. And it's fantastic, like theater, it makes it intimate. And it's something that no other festival does, so definitely I love the theater. And also another thing that was super interesting was the cafe experience. At the cafe experience, you had an acoustic show of Marco, which was great. I would have loved if there would be more of this, as it was not really like overlapping with the gigs, and it was great to hear another side of Marco. It was super funny because spontaneously there was Nicolette, so she got invited on the stage, and then they were singing together, and it's like an experience you would not find elsewhere, and this was so spontaneous, and I love it. So by exploring, you can be rewarded at the festival with something unexpected, and it's nice to do it, I believe, in the cafe pub, because it's an area where you can have some food and have some music as well. So Evergrey was really great. They have as well a new album out, Series of Emptiness. They are touring with this. It was such a great show, and I believe the upgrades were really great, like the screens they had, as they bring a visual layer to the music, and I believe it really adds to the experience because you have like the music, but as well they have some songs like Midwinter Call, and it seems another song that is new, One Heart, is another one that you can sing along, and it's great to have this LED screen to sing along, but as well to memorize the songs, and it's much more impactful, but as well the lights are so great, and it just gives another dimension to enjoy. And I would say that Tom was really in his top form, and I believe his voice, like, he was a good singer, like a great singer, but I believe in this very new next album, somehow his voice got even better than was, so it was an amazing experience. And yeah, day 2 was really great. Yeah, overall, like, Brainstorm Festival is one to go. I really recommend it. It's very nice, not like really big, but a really nice kind of different experience in the city center. Great lineup. And yeah, see you. And thank you all. Bye.